Transmentum, we specialise in helping break-fix companies transition to managed services in the UK and Europe. My background is, I started life as an engineer. Somewhere along the line became sales director of a very successful business which we sold in 2000 with a £10 million turnover. From there I went to work for Cable and Wireless, launching managed service products across Europe. I then worked for VIA Networks, a US-owned business, again launching managed service projects into European countries. And I now help companies grow quicker. Thank you, Steve.
Hi, I'm Aaron Loader. I'm the publisher of CRM in the United Kingdom. We're the leading channel brand in the UK. We have a weekly magazine, websites, events, exhibitions, white-collar boxing, all various different types of things, all which connect resellers, vendors and distributors. So we work with vendors and distributors to build marketing strategies, to build marketing solutions, advertising, just to fulfill their needs really in terms of segmenting which resellers they want to target and connecting them together really. I've been at Cyance Media for 10 years, working predominantly in the channel for those 8 years. So I worked with a lot of different programs, and some which have been very successful, some which have been less successful. So I can add some to that.
Hi, I'm Lee Evans. I own a Vital Network Solutions. We're a reseller and managed service provider based in the north of England. I've been in the business for 6 years as a business owner and managed service provider, and worked in the IT industry for the last 12 years or so. We went through a break-fix to managed service transition. We're not so much a big reseller, but a lot of managed services, and what I'd like to contribute to is help people understand the differences in the UK market between traditional resellers and managed services, which is a bigger growth area, and how to get into that market specifically.
Thank you, Luke. Hi, I'm John Clarke. I'm the Managing Director of Cyance. We're a UK-based multi-channel marketing and lead generation agency. We specialise particularly in the IT channel, so we work with a number of vendors, distributors and resellers. Our core proposition is really how to enable stakeholders in the channel to work better together and really deliver effective marketing that delivers better return on investment. Previously to that, I've been pretty much in the channel for most of my career, working for a number of resellers since probably the early 90s.
Thank you. Susanne, anything to add from earlier?
Yeah. I'm Susanne. I'm a business owner of Purple Cow Ideas Management. We have a vertical channel focus from disties to vendors to the reseller channel, and we focus on sales enablement, but from a strategic perspective. My background, I've been a reseller, I've worked in distribution, and I worked at Dell as well in Australia. And within Dell, we were pretty successful. We won the largest SMB services deal in Asia Pacific, which I'm still proud to say has not been, my crown has not been knocked. But behind all of that, it was about building relationships, and as a result, the next business was where I am now, and we focus on entrenchment with customer experience. Some of that is marketing, where we rely on other people's experience and expertise, but mainly it's about sales coaching, sales training, mindshare, culture, all the things that you will be experiencing as you come over and conquer Europe.
Fantastic, thank you. William's at the back, just give us a wave, William. He's got a microphone, so if anybody does have any questions throughout the afternoon, please just raise your hand. I just want to start off by asking the panel, why would a US vendor want to break into the UK or European market? What sort of opportunities is there? I'll start with you, Steve.
Well, there's already a proven track record for that. I met Mark Banfield, Managing Director of Autotask 12 months ago, and he was Autotask in the UK. He's now got 20 staff working for him in a growing market, which is really doing very well. CompTIA have also trod those boards. They've already gone down the route of entering into the market and having a lot of success there. There is a lot of transition to managed services in the UK, and whatever you see in the UK media, the IT sector is doing very well at the moment. There's a lot of exciting things happening there, and I've got a lot of success stories that I could share with you, particularly in the managed services space. So it's a good time to come to the UK.
I'd echo that. I think it's IT spend in the UK, so what we see is robust. It's driving technological change. I think the UK economy is 75% of services led. So the opportunity there in sort of data, security, particularly big data coming, particularly in the South East with some of the city, the sort of county, the professional services practices there. and lots of opportunities. You know, these are multinationals. Multinationals still setting up in the South East in London. They're choosing that for its home, for its cosmopolitan base, for its sort of, you know, the relatively kind of liberal approach to skilled immigration. So I think it's a hub because of where it is in terms of its time zone as well. Particularly the South East of the UK is well placed for business to develop and grow in. And IT is the driver of much of those businesses. So I think, yeah, it's still strong.
Thank you. Lynn?
I can't add much. I think what Susan said in the presentation is, let's be blunt, there's a lot of money to be made, and there are a lot of successful companies. I think from the US perspective, the UK market is slightly less mature, I would say, not as much as it used to be, but certainly the further east you go, the Nordics, I've been out there a couple of times, and there is a less mature market, and there's an opportunity for US members actually to be pioneers in those marketplaces. RMM is a good example that Steve mentioned. Hosted filtering, there's something I think from a hosted filtering company. A lot of the Nordics in particular, you know, most of the people are still doing on-prem filtering products and things like this. There's an opportunity actually to be a pioneer in those markets and to gain a much bigger portion of that pot than you might be able to do in the US. That's competitive, more competition. And most of them speak English.
John, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, you saw from Susanne's slides in terms of the market size, they're pretty significant across Europe. And just really to echo Steve's earlier comments, as Autotask is a great example. You know, these guys are here, and probably a lot of you in the room know Autotask very well. And within 12 months, they've grown from just a handful of clients to near on 500, and that's just in the UK alone. And that's not, you know, including now their expansion into other territories like Germany, like France, like Italy, and Spain. And so in 12 months, there's a great example there of the opportunity for growth. Depending on who you talk to in terms of how mature the marketplace is for, you know, cloud adoption, managed service adoption. Before I came here, I kind of felt it was somewhere between 6 to 12 months. You know, talking to some of the guys here, I'm not so sure. I think it's you know, a bit closer. But certainly one thing is for sure, in territories like Germany, is nowhere near as mature. You know, we've seen, you know, Autotask again, using them as an example, where they're probably selling $50 a seat in the UK. They're able now to sell into Germany at probably $150 a seat. Now that won't last forever, and that's probably kind of a reason why the market is mature, but it's not mature, sorry. But you know, what it does say is that there's great opportunity. You can reach out into each of those territories and you know, kind of really engage with them effectively.
Susanne, anything to add?
Yeah, I think, I don't know the size of it, but somewhere in Russia they're developing a data centre to combat the reliance on the US and give them too much time, and the rest of us will be looking at our neighbour to see whether we can store it there. I don't want to go too much into the data side of the Patriot Act, but I think if you are going to come over to the UK and Europe, you come over because you have a good customer base already, that you come over to treat, if it's the UK first, you treat it like an incubation, and you build a sales model that you can then effectively scale out and cookie cutter. I think that's what a lot of them are doing at the moment. Autotask is one of them, I know that, and other platforms as well. They're coming over, creating it, they're cutting their teeth. Once they know that it works, they then find the next person to employ in each of these the geographical locations, and then moving it out. All the way through there, education is key. Ian was talking about the importance of making all these disparate satellite regional people feel connected. If you do that, I would say that that's quite important to still treat it like a worldwide company and a worldwide